Okay, third time's the charm, so we're going to kick off. Yeah, Prelude, Venus on Elysium. Let's see what we get. So 1, 2, 3, 4 Prelude cards, 2 corpse, and our starting hand of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I won't talk about any of the previous games we've done playing through this, but if you have decided to start with the most recent video rather than the first upload on this, one thing I'll say, Venus adds 15 extra steps. With Prelude, it means you only get 11 bumps from the World Council. I've not played it enough to know whether with Prelude that's much of a handicap, because you get a good kickstart to your economy, but I'd be interested to see what you guys thought on that as well. So let's have a look first of all. Which corpse have we got? We've got 2 Venus corpse. So we've got Celestic, where reveal until you get a couple of floater icons. You can add a floater to any card. Okay, bit of versatility. And the other one is Venus requirements of plus or minus 2 steps, where you start with a lot of money and you start with 3 Venus cards in hand. So with our Prelude cards, we've got Huge Asteroid, Allied Bank to just have some money, IO Research Outpost to start with some titanium and another card, and the Metals Company to start with both a higher money, steel and titanium production. So nothing there directly correlating to Venus. We could start with a really high income if we go for the asteroid, as well as the Allied Bank, 3 terraforming steps plus an extra 4 income isn't to be shied away from. Spend 2 money to add a floater to any card. It's basically the same ability as we have here, but we'd need 2 science. An attack card, no real benefit. Nuclear power to get a lot of energy. Sci-Fi Memorial, Kim Stanley Robinson. Read those Mars books if you haven't. Worms, add microbes, research coordination. Okay, none of these are hugely jumping out at me. Nuclear power is nice just for a bit of energy, which is always heat income as well. 25 terraforming rating. We only start on 14 because of solo, so this one will take even longer to get to, so I'm not sure that's worth it. Tundra farming, -6 degrees. Research coordination might be useful as a science tag, partnered with perhaps these 2 cards to look at Venus and nuclear power. But other than that, I'm not interested in these cards. Okay, we'll go with that. We'll get rid of the Morning Star. I think we're going to have to just go with some income cards here. So we're going to lose 2 money from our 42, so we'd start with 40, which is still pretty decent. 4 income. What do I do with that? 1, 2, 3 steps on that. Nothing else, no extra generation. Research coordination, I'm hoping we'll get another science card soon. So we didn't have any Don't think we had any in our other 7 cards. No, we didn't. But we are going to draw 2 cards until we have a 2 with a floater icon. I guess it's a floater icon, not a tag, isn't it? So it'd be that. I don't believe there's floater tags. And they're in here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Air scraping. We had 1 card left on that stack. Okay. So no science, but add 3 floaters to any card, as well as spending floaters for Venus and our ability to add a floater to any card. It's quite a nice starting combination there. At least Venus track should take care of itself. So we start with a forced precipitation for 8. And then we'll go with air scraping expedition for 13. So we get 7 back. That lets us boost the Venus track and add 3 floaters to a Venus card. Which lets us then use force precipitation to take 2 of those off to get another boost on Venus. And we will use our Solistic ability to add another floater to that card. We will spend then 10 money on a power plant, so we lose 2 income but get 3 power. I suppose we've got 1 heat from the. We spend 14 to boost this up once more. So actually getting to 25 may have not taken us too long, but we weren't to know. Okay, 2nd generation. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. We've got an income of 22. 3 energy and 1 heat. Gain 1 plant for each city in play. That's not particularly useful. Raise Venus 1. Gain a plant production. I'll get microbes for money. So every microbe would be worth 3 money. It would cost us 9 to play it. So it would pay for itself. Or we could just get this out and a plant production going. They both do work quite well together because it adds microbes. Yep, we'll go for that. We'll spend 6, 2, 4, 6. We will add a floater but take 2 off to boost the Venus track, which makes it 6%. So we can use this one. 6 credits. I'll take that one. 6 credits to bring this out, which we will use to add a microbe to the card. And we will spend 14 to boost the temperature up, which increases our heat production. Excellent. Next generation. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we have not been doing the world government. What do we want to do? Let's raise oxygen 1, 2. Okay. So we're making 24. Energy slides over. We will make 3 more. And also 2 heat. Sabotage is no use. Earth office. So we do want the science tag. Being able to look through lots of cards this early will be reasonably nice. And that makes this one cheaper. Yeah, let's go for, well, if I spend 9, no, 9's too much. We're just going to spend spend 3. No, I think cheaper earth tags will pay for itself, I believe. So we'll spend 6. So let's spend the Inventors Guild now for 9. And research for a further 4. And then let us spend we won't be able to use it. So let's add a floater to this card, but then spend 2 to boost Venus. Gives us a card. Needing 4 science tag. Seems unlikely, so we'll sell it for a coin, for a credit. Boost this up. We can add a microbe to this card. So then we can play this for 5 and still use it for 2 money to add a microbe floater to that card. Excellent. So Earth Body will get to do that. We're now making 23 for 5. Power slides over. 2 heat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decrease power to get 3 money. We could do that. It would pay for itself. Can't do that. We'll just buy that for 3. So we can add a floater to the card and take 2 off to boost Venus. We can add a microbe. Well, I'll wait, I might want to spend that. Let's have a look at the top card. 30 for 2 titanium doesn't seem worth it. So we've got 8 heat. Another boost there. And we'll spend 11 to decrease our power but get income. And we can't use the microbe money to get any extra steps. We may as well add another microbe. Okay. Next round, Earth will again boost oxygen. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're making 25, 30. 2 power, 2 heat. So if we had 3 science tags, we could raise temperature 2 steps or raise Venus 2 steps and add 2 floaters to a card. But that's basically 25 for 28's worth, so it's not actually worth it. This one, we need 2 science tags, which we've got to get to energy production. But it would cost us 21 basically to get it. Let's think this through. We've got 9 worth of money from bacteria. So why do I have so much money? Oh yeah, I had 30 income, didn't I? And I had 11 left over with nothing to do. So we should be able to get Venus soils out, which will give us 2 extra microbe, which is basically 6 money. So free power plant. If I've got all this energy, that is 1 heat every turn, which is sort of worth it. So let's spend 9 and hope that works out. Still no earth tags, really annoying. Okay, so first things first, we'll add a floater here and we'll spend 2 money to add another floater. I will look at the top card. Gain 2 income. Don't think we want that. So we will spend our 2 floaters for another boost. We will spend 20 money on a plant, a Venus step, and 2 microbes. I could spend 15 on a Venus step for 2 extra income. I have 8 heat actually, let's take care of this. 8 heat. I'll spend yeah, we'll spend 15 worth of microbes for another bump, which gets us 1, 2. And then we'll spend 4 money for another energy boost. Excellent. Earth body will place an ocean. And we're making 35. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't remove that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 plant. 3 energy. Move the 2 energy across, and also get 2 heat. Snow algae needs 2 lakes for heat and greenery, which is pretty good. 24 is much cheaper than a heat. Yeah, heat and water should cost. That's an earth tag, so it would actually be free to play after paying that 1 to get us the money. So I think we'll do that. So we'll spend 9. Those 3 cards, let's spend that 1 on the earth office. So the investment loan is then free. Yep. So we lose an income but get 10 money. We will add a free floater and spend 2 money on a floater, and then take those off for a Venus step. We'll spend 21 on this comet to go 1, 2, and gets a plant and 2 money, and gets 2 bumps. I'm not going to make anybody lose plants. We'll then spend 12 on snow algae, get a plant and a heat production. Let's have a look at the top card. Yeah, we'll buy that for 3, and it costs us only 3 to play it, because it's an earth tag, so we get 1, 2 income, and we'll add a microbe here. Excellent. The Earth government can add temperature, not temperature, oxygen. And that's that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've not really got an engine going as of yet, but we're probably thereabouts. 33, 39 to make 40 and go to that one. We want 2 plants, 3 heat, 3 energy, sorry, into 3 heat. Plant production, titanium. Don't think we've had a Jovian tag. 8 to get 2 income isn't really worth it at this point. Don't believe any of those are, so get rid of those. We'll look at the top card and either buy it or discard it. Increase your plant production by 1 for every plant tag you've got. We'd have 2 plant tags for 12, which is, I think, exactly what I just discarded. No, that was 1 plant step for 12. We do need the plant steps, don't we? Okay, I'll buy it for 3. We'll add a microbe. Let's hang off on that one. We've got a free floater, 2 money for a floater, which gives us a Venus boost. We've got 13 money on this one to get a temperature boost and an energy production. Eight heat for another boost there. We'll spend the 9 on our insects for the 2 boost. And yes, we wouldn't have enough even if we sold our 1 microbe, so we will add another microbe and we'll spend the 14 money on a temperature boost. And that's it. So let's get the oxygen up again with the world government. And we're on to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 37, 43. 4. Move that across. 4 power. 3 heat. And we're going to take a look. Oh, I feel myself getting a bit of brain burn. Okay, so spend an energy to draw a card. It is a science tag. That's not great. Spend 2 money. Spend energy. No, these are. There's no worse tags amongst them. Don't think they're gonna save us. So we'll do the standard opening gambit of spending 2 money effectively to boost Venus, which is, I think, the only thing keeping us in this game. We will look at a card. It's not worth steel at this point. We have exactly 8 heat, which is nice. And we have exactly 8 plants, which will be our first foray onto the board. So we'll go here. Gets us 3 plants, an oxygen boost, and 2 money. We can spend $18. I'm getting the 3 power. We'll spend our microbes. So there's 6 money plus 8 for a temperature boost. And another 14 money on a temperature boost. And we'll place an ocean down. As the world government. Okay. So on to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. I'm making 42, 48. One, 2, 3, 4. Those 4 move across. We're now making 7 power. And 3 heat. So that's a little bit better for temperature, but quite close to the end. 28 power for 2 oxygen bumps is worth it for strip mine. The steel and titanium production is almost irrelevant at this point, but it might come in handy. So spend 3. Let's get it out immediately. 25. Loses us 2 power. Gets 2 titanium, 2 steel, 1 titanium, 2 oxygen boosts, which is 1, 2. A temperature boost. An ocean. In there for 6 money. And a plant, which I think is exactly what I needed. Yes. To then have 8 plants. So another greenery here for 4 money. And a plant. And an oxygen boost. Then the usual 2 money to boost Venus. We'll look at the top card. Add fish for points. Nope. There are no microbes on that card, so we will add 1 for money. We are 1 heat away, unfortunately, so we can't do that. Right. Oceans are going slowly, as is oxygen. We're going to get 1 more oxygen out. We'll get probably 2 more ocean, 2 more heat from it, 2 more bumps there. Okay, so it's probably worth spending 14. Leaves me with 17. That's no good. Okay, it is okay. We can spend 18 first for the ocean. And go here for 4 money and a plant, which then leaves me with 14 that I need for a temperature boost, and that's 2 more terraforming. We will get the world ocean to do the oxygen, and we'll look at turn 11, so we've got 56 income. Two steel, 1 titanium, 4 plants, energy moves across, 5 energy, 3 heat, and 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Okay, there's nothing here which uses the steel or titanium that I have, so it's not worth making it more valuable. So none of those once again. Let us have a look at the top card and decide if we want to buy it. Every card you play is 1 less credit. Woohoo! Nope, sadly not. So 1, 2, 3. So this is add 2 floaters, spend a floater, gain a thing. Venus is terraforming itself nicely. We also have 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. We have 16 heat, so let's spend all 16 of that. 1, 2 steps. Do not have the plants. add a microbe. Okay, so oceans aren't going to ocean themselves, neither are plants going to plant themselves. So let's look at oceans because they're cheaper and more numerous. So 18, 18. I could get 3 oceans out, but I want to look at these 3 cards, I think, actually, even though I've just said oceans. So we'll spend 23 on a greenery tile. Gets me 4 back. And 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. I can't place a greenery there because it's not connected. That's not how the game works. It's still fine. It's still fine. We'll go here. It's the same number of... I get 2 plants. And boost that. That gives me enough plants to place another greenery tile. Did I boost that? No, because if I've done 2 steps here and still had 2 to remain, I wouldn't have had more oceans, so I must be there. Then looking at oceans, I want to spend 18 for an ocean here and get 4 money back, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, another 18 to place a further ocean here to get 2 money back, and look at a card, which is spend 14 money to get 2 income, basically 2 points. It's nice, but not on the not penultimate round of the game. So again, we don't get any benefit from the card there. And that is all we have. So let us have the world government place 1 more there. So we're going to the final round. 1, 2, 3, 4. Making 55 plus 6, 61. So I think that should be a high enough income to just buy our way out of trouble if none of the cards come good. 4, that will slide over. We need 5 and 3 energy. Let's have a look. We could use some titanium to get that final heat. Yeah, it would actually be cheaper to get the slightly more we get this heat for 7. Oh, we don't need the heat. Do we need the ocean? It's 14 to get this ocean out with an event card as opposed to 18 normally. So yeah, that would be worth it. So we'll spend 3 on that card. Let's have a look at the new one. Opponents may not remove your stuff. Well, there are no opponents. Add a floater, 2 money for a floater, and spend 2 floaters. Gets us 1 more there, so we're going to need to spend 15 there. Spend 11 here. And get 6 back. Spend 8 heat that we have. We need 1 more oxygen, and that is it. So let us spend 23 on our final greenery tile. Or final required greenery tile. We have 23, 24, 25. 25. We can build our first city on Mars. Does give us an income. Definitely needed. We did still have our 2 microbes, our sulfur-eating bacteria that we could have spent. That's quite a nice one I've not seen before. Add bacteria, and each bacteria is worth 3 money. Yeah, just about squeaked to win. I don't know how many points we're looking at, but we had just those microbes left. I suppose we had 25 money left. We could have done another step on any of the tracks if we'd needed to. We've got 1 point, minus 2 points, that's minus 1 point. Yeah, minus 1 point from cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points from greenery and cities. Brings us to only 65. So not the most comprehensive victory with Celestic, but definitely the engine that we got from the 2 cards we picked up meant we didn't have to worry with Venus at all. Over 12 generations, I think we managed to use our cards to raise it 12 times, or at least 11 out of the 15 that we needed. So the cost of 2 per thing, that was really efficient, and probably saved us enough money to be able to buy a lot of the projects. I don't feel like we had a lot of cards that really set up much of an engine, but Venus saved us a lot of cash, so worked well. I am pretty spent and realise that I have not had my morning coffee, despite the fact the sun has already set, so I'm going to call it a day for this. We'll hopefully leave it out if my other half doesn't tidy things away. Should be able to just pick things up. We've got still a lot of corporations we've not even considered, let alone the 3 that we've already discarded. So my hope is to play with every corporation with this setting, but we'll see. I may not get through them all before I end up with the colonies expansion. I'm hoping Christmas or my birthday. Yeah, I'm one of those unfortunate with a very festive birthday. I'll end up with that expansion, and then I may end up restarting with all the extra stuff. We'll see. Yeah, cheers for joining me on the journey, and hopefully that's a win and I didn't miscount the generations. Bye for now.